Hello everyone. This is Group A. We are in charge of introduce the one of the creative technique about the brainstorming. Okay, next. The background of the brainstorming. The word brainstorming was originally introduced by Alex F. Ochsburn in 1953 through his book Applied Imagination, Principles and Procedures of Creative Thinking. Since 1953, brainstorming as a word has spread around the globe with definitions that vary in the minds of many. Okay, next. I will introduce the true definition of the brainstorming. Brainstorming is a group problem-solving method that involves the spontaneous contribution of creative ideas and solutions. And this technique requires intensive, freewheeling discussion in which every member of the group is encouraged to think aloud and suggest as many ideas as possible based on their diverse knowledge. Next. Okay, first, brainstorming provides an opportunity for everyone in a group to generate or share ideas instead of to tolerate them. So, the free thinking brainstorming encourages participants to think freely and openly, and allowing their minds to wander and make connections beyond conventional boundaries. And this involves suspending judgment, avoiding self-criticizing, and embracing mindset of curiosity and exploration. And the second, there is no judgment or decision making in brainstorming. The process of generating and estimating ideas are separated. Non-evaluative environment. It's the one of the essential aspects of the brainstorming, and it is creating a non-judgmental and non-evaluative atmosphere. And participants should feel comfortable to share their ideas without the fear of criticism or others' negative feedbacks. And this helps foster a sense of psychological safety and encourages the exploration of diverse perspectives. And the third important aspect is the principle of the brainstorming is highly productive in individual effort as well as team effort. Quantity over the quality. Brainstorming emphasizes the quantity of ideas over their immediate quality. By generating a large number of ideas, participants can explore a broad range of possibilities and increasing the likelihood of discovering novel and innovative solution. And quantity can lead to quality, as a mean ideas can be combined, refined, or built upon later in the process. So that's it. Next page.
Okay, next I will to introduce how brainstorming works. The first is determining the agenda, determining the topic and according to the actual content of the work. The clarify specific content of the topic to be discussed, as well as the goals to be achieved through the topic. Second is determining the personnel and time. After the agenda is determined, the participants can be invited to be attended the meeting, and the meeting time can be informed according to the relevant personnel involved in the agenda. The third is record the meeting. The mind map can be used to record ideas. What's more is scheme integration. Based on the large number of views collected, feasible schemes are selected and evaluated to determine the most feasible scheme. Last is achieve your goals. Finally, the determined method on scheme is applied to the work from practical summary. So the ensure the success of the brainstorming, we must adhere to the following 5 principles. The first is pursuing quality with quantity. The second is daily judgment. The third is speak freely. And the fourth is combination improvement. The last is effective record. So when is the best time to brainstorm? The brainstorming can be used at every stage of the design process, and it's most applicable under the conceptual stage after the design problem and the design requirements have been established. Okay, please next member to introduce.
I will introduce the advantages of brainstorming. And first is generate new ideas or inspire innovative ideas, and thinking critically about problems, building the skills to develop higher level thinking. And the essence of brainstorming is to use group thinking to solve problems, and also is improve work or study efficiency, and building the skills to develop higher level thinking, and reflect the wisdom of teamwork, and improve self-confidence and creativity, and a more holistic perspective and approach to problem solving, and a situation where a lot of creative ideas are generated by thinking outside the box, because a good communication atmosphere is conducive to increasing team cohesion and enhance team spirit, and making participants more responsible, as people are generally happy to take responsibility for their own idea. That's the advantages of brainstorming.
In order to improve the integrity of violent cooking, a cake factory conduct a small brainstorm system on how to make walnuts crack without breaking. At the meeting, nearly 100 ideas were proposed, but none of them seemed to be of practical value. One of them said, "Read a new variant that, when read, will spill it." At that time, that was thought to be impossible. But someone took the idea and came up with a simple and effective way to remove the walnut intact. Draw a small hole in the fill. Fill it with compressed air and use in internal pressure of the walnut to crack it open.
Okay, next, let's watch a video to get a better idea of brainstorming.
If you have a real problem, brainstorming is a good way to come up with a solution or two. As the name suggests, the idea is that you storm on the neural pathways through the brain to pick a lot of thoughts quickly and intuitively. It's best to do this with a group of diverse people, so you have lots of different brains to explore. This leads to the creation of more ideas and maybe new solutions. Before you start, make sure you solve the right problem. Einstein said, to solve a problem, I would spend 55 minutes defining the problem and then 5 minutes solving it. Tina Seelig, a well-known professor on creativity, teaches to define a problem by reframing the question. For example, by simply asking why. Say you brainstorm ideas for a birthday party for your mum. You can ask, why do we organize birthday parties? You might then realize that we do them to make people feel special. Then ask, how can I make my mum feel special? Now a totally different idea might come up. Once you define the real problem, start. Here are 3 ways. Guided group brainstorming. First, get some markers and a whiteboard or some post-it notes. Then invite the participants. These are your brains. Company bosses, teachers, or other authorities are advised to stay outside or facilitate. Their authority can intimidate shy people from speaking up. Then lay out the 4 ground rules of brainstorming. 1. Go for quantity. Get out all the ideas, no matter how silly. 2. Withhold criticism. There are no bad ideas. 3. Welcome crazy ideas. The wilder the better. 4. Build on other people's ideas. Listen to them first and then add yes and. Now you can start. Write the problem as a question on the whiteboard. Then ask all of your brains to throw in their ideas. As a facilitator, keep the discussion focused on the topic. To ensure that people don't speak over one another, you can provide a talking stick which is passed around. Note down all the ideas and put them up for everyone to see. Remind people to add on to ideas. If Anne thinks of, let's build a cool umbrella, Jay can say, yes, and let's make it one that flies too. If someone did kill a good idea, the facilitator can always bring it back to life to throw it back on the table. At the end of the session, see if there are 2 ideas that can be combined. In brainstorming, the slogan is 1 + 1 = 3. Then let the team vote to know which are the most popular ones. You can now either start with another round of brainstorming to build on those ideas, or if you are happy with the solution, bring it to an end. Finally, record your best ideas so you don't lose them. The nominal group technique. Explain the ground rules and present the problem. Then ask each person to write their ideas anonymously. Then collect the ideas and let the group vote on each idea. The top ranked ideas may be sent back to the participants or subgroups for further brainstorming. For example, one group may brainstorm on the form of a product, while the other focuses on the technical features. The group passing technique. Let people sit in a circle, explain the rules, and present the problem. Each person writes down one idea and then passes the piece of paper to the next person, who adds some thoughts. This continues until everybody gets his or her original piece of paper back. By this time, it is likely that the group will have extensively elaborated on each idea. Let everyone explain their evolved idea and write each one up. You can then let the group vote. If you want to brainstorm by yourself, give it a try right now. At the end of this scene, we will present you with a problem. Once you get it, write 5 ideas in the comments below as fast as you can without much thinking. This unlocks your creativity and gets you past mental blocks. After you are done, read the comments from the others. Pick your favorite idea and build your thought on top of it. To do that, Just reply to that person starting with yes and. Here's the problem. Our oceans are full of plastic waste. A lot of it is eaten by fish with uncertain effects on our health. According to The Economist newspaper, by 2050, the oceans could contain more plastic than fish, measured in weight. So, how can we reduce the plastic waste in our oceans today?
Okay, next. In conclusion, I would like to express my sincere appreciation to all the participants for their active engagement in our idea generation brainstorming session. Your contributions and creative insights have truly enriched the discussion and paved the way for innovative solutions. Throughout our brainstorming process, we explored various ideas and perspectives, encouraging a collaborative environment that fostered open-mindedness and creativity. I am confident that the seeds of inspiration we have planted today will continue to grow and flourish within our team. Moving forward, I encourage each of you to embrace the spirit of idea generation and brainstorming in your daily work, emphasize the value of diverse thinking, challenge conventional approach, and embrace the potential of unconventional solutions. Remember, innovation knows no boundaries. Thank you once again for your invaluable contributions. Together, let's harness the power of idea generation and brainstorming to drive productive change, innovation, and success in our organization. Thank you.
Okay, this is our group references. And thank you for listening. Thank you, everyone.